Hello, everybody. What's up? It's your boy Supreme the Car Guy coming at you with another one. This one is called The Dark Side of Car Customization You Need to Know About. And I would like you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. As you can see, I have a picture of a cold air intake up here. And that is because what we're going to be talking about today in this video. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into the car mods, the dark side of car customization that you need to know about, because this is something that most enthusiasts across YouTube or whatever, they're not talking about the dark side of these things. They're constantly talking about the upside, that you can get X, Y, and Z amount of power if you put this on your car, if you put that on your car, but they're not telling you the other side. And the first thing I'm going to get into is dog boxes. Why dog boxes? Well, and what are they? They're these sequential transmissions or whatever, where you can go first, second, third, fourth. You just go up, 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 and then when you're downshifting, you go down, 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 without going in an H pattern. So what it's supposed to do is make shifting easier, far as lap times and things like that. It's supposed where you don't miss a gear, so it prevents you from missing a gear. It's supposed to make shifting easier. Okay, now what they don't tell you about it is it's loud as hell, it's annoying, and it's uncomfortable. Okay, this mod is for racing only. So do not get this on your car if you're thinking about cruising cars and coffee and going to your job showing off, and you're going to be riding around for hours with your boys. It's not a comfortable thing. It's loud. It's going to get real old real fast. So that is for race only. Okay, so if you're racing at the track on a regular or at all, then yeah, that's something like that. It will work for you, but it's gonna get real old real fast. So dog boxes, it's for racing only. Don't put it on your car if you're not racing. You're not gonna like it. Okay, next thing is lowering your car. Okay, lowering your car is meant to help with the handling, which it does. Okay, it lowers the center of gravity. It does help you corner better if you have the proper suspension for that. Meaning not airbags. Okay, airbags is for looks only. Okay, airbags is not performance. So don't be speeding around thinking you're a circuit car with airbags, because you're going to end up dead. Okay, I'm talking coilovers, lowering springs, race focus shocks, things like that. Excuse me. That is what you want. And lowering your car, yes, it does help with cornering, lower center of gravity, lowers your your vehicle center of gravity. It does help. It looks good too, but sometimes the ride can be whew. Let me just tell you like this: those rides are not comfortable. Okay, hitting those bumps, and it depends on what suspension you have. It's not comfortable. Okay, so yeah, lowering your car looks good. It does help with cornering, but it's not a comfortable ride, and you will wear through tires faster. You're going to have to consistently do alignments. You're going to have to do alignments more often than a regular person's alignment, because you're going to eat through tires real quick. And eating through tires with the high price of tires, the high cost of tires right now, it's not something you want to be doing if you're not sponsored by no tire company. Okay, I don't care what anybody tells you. You know, you do not want to be eating through tires right now. Tires are not cheap as they used to be. Okay, and also, as far as lowering your car, go the best thing to do, if you put in lowering springs or you put in coilovers on your car, upgrade the shocks and struts too. Okay, don't just put lowering springs on some used shocks because you're gonna blow them out. It's not a question of if, it's when. And then you're gonna be bouncing up and down the highway looking silly. Okay, upgrade. Okay, or just throw one pieces on. One piece is your best option. Okay, the rides are a lot better with one piece from what I found out. Like I had friends that had the NEX one piece, and this was NEX. That was when they were out. They were not even your top of the line, like with no teen or anything. But I'm gonna tell you right now, those things made a world of difference than if you just changed lowering springs or coilovers and put them on some regular shocks. It like I don't roll over bumps like that, but I'm gonna tell you, rolling over a bump was like not even a. It wasn't even a uncomfortable thing. Not saying you should be doing it, but those NEX definitely helped. Okay, and those are one piece. That was my introduction to the one piece suspension. I would recommend one piece. You know, one piece, go for it. All right. Next thing is loud muffler tickets. Now, this is something that's not talked about at all because a lot of your influencers they say, "Oh, it's loud. Oh, get the loud muffler, get the loudest exhaust, get the loud." Look, I'm gonna tell you like this: don't do that. That's stupid. Okay, because loud does not equal more power. When you're getting an exhaust system, you're getting an exhaust system for power. Okay, not because you want the loudest exhaust or muffler around. That's dumb. Because guess what? You can get loud muffler tickets. And if you are, you better make it damn worth it. All right. So loud muffler tickets, they still happen. They were more prevalent back in the Honda days. We used to get them all the time. Um it was rare you seen the Supras or any of those higher end sport compact JDM cars get loud muffler tickets, M3s. You didn't see them getting muffler tickets. You saw Hondas all the time. So it all depends where you're at and the cop is having a good or bad day or whatever. Okay. But no, don't get the loudest muffler. The loudest muffler don't mean the most power. It's stupid. It's ricey as hell. You know, don't do it. Okay. Now, last but not least, race mods. And I'm talking all out race mods, your hardcore pistons, rods, and things like that. There's conflict about, well, at least there was conflict about, are racing mods more reliable than OEM mods? I tell young enthusiasts or enthusiasts coming in, it depends. What I mean by that, racing mods like your stage 2 camshafts and your built valve trains, springs, retainers, and all those things, and your ARP head studs with 200 something thousand pounds of pressure it could withstand or whatever. That's meant for racing conditions. It's meant to be put under a lot of stress. That's where they perform at its maximum. Those things are not meant for you driving to the grocery store here and there and just round town cruising around town. When you're putting race mods in your car, that's not what they're meant for. So you're not even using them for you're not using them for what its purpose is. So it doesn't make any sense. So really you're doing more hurt than harm. I mean more hurt than good. Okay? So just stick to OEM mods. OEM mods, just your not mods, but your OEM parts, okay? They are great for what you use your car for regularly. Okay. They're meant to hold up for a long period of time under regular driving conditions and some spirited driving conditions. Okay. They're meant for that. So If you're just doing a little spirited driving here and there throughout the back roads, you don't need no super hardcore race mods on your car. You don't need upgraded head gaskets and ARP studs just to do some spirited driving. Now, if you're going to the track and you're hardcore beating the shit out of your car, then okay, yeah, you upgrade to some, better head, some racing head gasket, ARP headsets and all that. If you want to break time records and drag race and build, then yes, or even autocross, yes, then that's, yeah, you can put those mods on your car. But if you're not racing, if you're just spirited driving here and there, exhaust, headers intake, or downpipe, mid pipe, exhaust, those things are fine. You don't have to really go too much further than that if you're just spirited driving and if you're just enjoying the car. You're not going to kill the OEM parts because they're meant to hold up for that. That's what they're meant for. So you're fine in that regard. You don't need it. So no, it doesn't mean race mods are more reliable than OEM parts, because the race mods are meant for a certain purpose. They hold up great under those conditions. But driving them like slow around town, this and that. You really could mess up your car doing that with those modifications in your engine than you could doing some spirited driving with some OEM parts in your car, because those race mods are meant to be driven lightly. They're meant to be put under a lot of stress. Okay. That's the big misconception a lot of enthusiasts don't understand. Those parts are meant to be put under stress. Okay. That's why you see like racing cars, after they run real hard, they're changing internals. Okay. Because a lot of times those internals are meant for just a couple or a few good hard runs and they come out. You don't have the bread to be just swapping rods left and right. You know what I mean? So it doesn't even serve a purpose of you putting carbon fiber rods or whatever it doesn't make any sense, because you when you go real hard a couple of times, they gotta come out. You know, that's this other side of it that a lot of enthusiasts don't see or don't understand when it comes to modding these cars. You know, if you're not out there trying to do no hardcore track or anything like that, it doesn't even make any sense to even go that far modding your car, because you're going to be spending all that money for nothing. Now, if you're trying to go that route, have at it. So this is no shade on anybody that's really trying to get to that route. I commend you for doing that, but you know, don't waste your money on all the glitter, the loudest mufflers and all that stuff. Don't waste your money on the head gaskets you don't need, the ARP studs you don't need, and all that, because it's meant for something bigger than what you're doing if you're just spirited driving here and there. All right, well, that's it for this video, and I'm going to be coming at you with some more. And I'm out. It's your boy Supreme the Car Guy. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and peace.